Well, who do we have here?
Grew up in Haywood. Whole street was my family. Neighbors helped each other out. Thought nothing of it.
I'm pleased to see you have not forgotten your roots.
Born here, live here, die here.
Childhood memories. Hopping buildings, running away from badges. Iron tasted blood from a split lip.
Motherfucker!
Got everybody fighting for a slice of the street.
Get the fuck out of Vista.
If you keep getting jumped, you find some stronger choopers.
Do you want to spend the rest of your days blasting scabs? Or become a legend overnight?
We have arrived. The Major.
Ready to get your cherry bobbed? Yeah, come on!
My childhood? Let's see. Racing my bobber for the first time through the hills? Oh, and first kiss in the middle of a synth cornfield.
We nomads choose who to make our family. And choice forges strong bonds and a higher duty that stands solid as an old oak.
My family's in pieces. That's why I'm headed for Night City.
Makes you an outcast among outcasts.
Miss this, you know? Camaraderie.
I know. I saw it in your heart the first time we met.
Know what I always liked about nomads? Your taste, no, hunger for freedom. Not easy to come by in Night City. Corp's got their grubby claws and everything.
I have those reports you asked for.
They were supposed to be ready yesterday.
The world's going to tear us apart when the word gets around.
The world's never going to find out.
If I go down, you're going down with me. No! I'm not fucking joking!
This isn't a request, V.
But no way you're fucked, right? You're the one who fixes other people's shit.
If you work in Arasaka counter intel, you're always fucked.
Today, they got you to zero somebody. Tomorrow, they'll get somebody else to zero you.
What's the rules, Jack? Want to be top? Gotta have some skin in the game.
Yeah, but you're not on top. Saburo Arasaka is. And you're the pendejo who keeps him there. Work for yourself, live for yourself. That's the only way.
Hey V, I have a job for you. A client of mine is making an arms deal. He needs protection. It could get hot, very hot. The gun dealers on Maelstrom. Alas, nothing ever transpires as planned with them. You better gear up for this. So are you willing?
Yeah, I'm in.
Peggy 16.
Iron Harvest is an alternative take on the history of the 1920s. Taking inspiration from this time of industrial change, Iron Harvest's fictional states and characters find themselves in the aftermath of the Great War. Huge diesel-fueled machines, invented to serve humanity, have only lifted warfare to another level, and mankind has had to realize that the war that was supposed to end all wars has ended nothing. The Empire of Saxony is located right in the heart of Europe. As a modern industrial superpower with great national pride, many Saxonians are unhappy with the current politics of their emperor, Kaiser Friedrich. He has agreed on a truce with his cousin Tsar Nicholas and is working towards a peace treaty. Many Saxonian aristocrats and military leaders feel this treaty robs them of a hard-won victory. Once upon a time, deep in the old rainy forests of Saxony, Saxonian engineers created frightening war machines and named them after creatures of dark fairy tales. Their technologically superior and cruelly efficient creations inspired shock and awe in everyone who met them on the battlefield. Meet the SLL-33 L. Koenig. He drew his name from a creepy Saxonian poem of a rider in the dark, haunted by this fierce creature. Representing the most powerful artillery unit of its time, the massive construct is not in a rush to get into firing position. With the knowledge of its superior firing range, it resoundingly delivers one of the biggest shells in the game, right to the heart of the enemy. When the fog of war hides the enemy, another wonder of Saxonian technology might save the day. Flares, right as the sun, reveal everything, no matter how much it might want to stay undiscovered. Which comes in handy for the next fearsome beast, the PKP-17 Eisenhans. Like in the eponymous legend of a gruesome titan, the massive exoskeleton gives these troopers a scary appearance. The huge, stomping giants carry 2 mortars on their back. After getting into firing position, the barrels are able to deliver salvo after salvo of high-explosive mortar shells that devastate a wide area. And even in close range, nobody is safe. Their massive build allows them to go toe-to-toe with enemy mechs. Like in many Saxonian fables, the MWF-28 Stiefmutter is the source of great suffering. The weaponless appearance of this machine might confuse unseasoned soldiers until, suddenly, it releases a horde of highly explosive mono-wheels. They lock on their target and will not give up until they dispense their devastating package upon their desired victim. They are notorious for their clean sweeps in the trenches of the Great War. Gunther von Duisburg is a highly decorated veteran of many battles, a close friend to the Kaiser himself. Equipped with his unique battle mech Brunhilde, named after the beloved wife of one of Saxony's biggest heroes, his presence on the battlefield alone has turned the tide more than once. If that isn't enough, broadside after broadside of cannon fire and precise long-range mortar attack will do the trick. Without Brunhilde's protection, Gunther is still a threat to any enemy of the Empire. He uses a large caliber hand cannon and his mechanically enhanced blade arm to fight both infantry and mechs. By his side are his 2 inseparable companions, the dire wolves Tag and Nacht, silent and deadly scouts. Saxony, the once proud and strong empire, is shaken to its very foundation. The old Kaiser fights against the fall of his Reich, besieged by enemies to the east and from within. Secret forces see an opportunity to topple the monarchy and seize power. A battle for the soul of Saxony and the future of Europe begins.
In Necromunda, Underhive Wars, gang up with the Orlocks. Ranged specialists and moneymakers, always ready to kill for a price. They control the valuable ore mines and the routes between them, see? Protecting that kind of wealth, you need to be mighty tidy with a gun and know how to set up an ambush. Every Orlock says they could shoot the tail off a lashworm and they'd splash your head from 20 paces for suggesting the contrary. Utterly united in purpose is what they are, and armed to the teeth with their own foundries, weapons and armor. And those guys, pissed off, hopped up on combat and defending their territory.
Welcome to the war effort. Dinosaur threat level at 1. Prepare for deployment. Dinosaur threat level at 2. Prepare for redeployment. Warning, dinosaur threat level at 3. Prepare for emergence event.
Grab your mash. Ramparts in town.
It's not about how hard you fall. It's not even about getting back up. Legend's just a name. Legacy comes from the mark you leave.
Yeah. My life was never the same. My family.
Setting shield, you'll be alright.
Schedule is to blame.
I came to party.
This the fight of my life. This the time of my life.
You're in my house now.
You wanna take my life? Better be ready to fight. Yeah! Yeehaw! Gotta get back up and fight.
The hunt begins.
jungle, I'm ready to rumble. I look in the mirror, I see my opponent up on the ropes, uppercut taking blow, closing shutouts is swollen. They struggle to open. Conscience is spoken. I know that I'm chosen. The fight is not over.
Join me in the shadows.
Materials here.
Very well. Remarkable.
Now is my time. Countdown is starting again. Watch out to a 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Act like the battle is won. World acknowledges sun. Fight.
Yeah, I've got you, old man.
Damn it, I'm in trouble.
Everyone dies!
It's party time.
You think I'm afraid of you?
Sorry, not sorry.
Something big is on the horizon. And remember, I'll be watching.
Rated M for mature.
Go on. Sit down. You know why you're here, young lady, don't you?
Where are you from? Flemington Girls Institute.
What did you do?
What do you mean?
If you get transferred here, it means you are a real problem.
my head. I can't get out of the loop.
First they made us blind, then they drugged us and burned us alive. It's part of all of us. And we are all part of the same thing. Go away, Jennifer.
You have to be shown who was the real man!
Do you remember me?
I'll never forget